Chris winning darts at double last week with first start
Ladies and gentlemen, first leg
in hand. And you just think, John, with the pair of these, they know they can win. They've done it before. 4 times last year, the pair of them won the weekly events. But Michael van Gerwen has already said it's only week 2. Let's not get carried away with anyone, well, with what anyone's doing, and just see how it kind of pans out for the next few weeks.
Yeah, and you mentioned Michael van Gerwen and Michael and Gerwyn here, and probably the 3 best performance overall performers last year's Premier League in the league phase. But,
yeah.
So they'll all know and expect a lot of themselves. But yes, they'll also know there's no real panic. And maybe the guy who needed a good start to the year more than any one of those 3 was Michael Smith. And so he's in a good place now. He's a happy player, playing with a bit of comfort and not much to lose, and can just get on with throwing and competing in a match itself, a match of darts. And at the essence of all these competitions in the PDC, you're playing matches of darts and you need to win.
Yeah. Yeah, the way that these guys play, all 8 of them. We know Peter Wright is struggling. Nathan Aspinall, if you've just joined us, lost to Michael van Gerwen in the previous game, was in control, but somehow managed to lose it 6-4 to MVG, who played well under pressure.
Yeah, I credit MVG there with really just sticking into the match. And, you know, MVG's been so determined, and ultimately Nathan paid the price there. But it's 8-8 to take leg 1. No problem. 2 darts to finish 76. And that'll make Price feel pretty good to get that break of throw in there to start this match. And you mentioned the level record in this format in Premier League, but if you go back to the start of this particular format, it's Smith that has the dominating record. So for Price to start with a break of throw here is perfect.
Yeah, last week, Gerwyn Price started really well. Had a ton average against Nathan, then over a ton against Rob Cross before it went wrong against Michael Smith.
58.
Didn't play in the Masters. Michael Smith did. Got no joy there.
57.
The competitive darts now, John. It's so competitive. It's so tough that on any given week, there's a number of winners, isn't there? Possible winners. And it was lovely to see Stephen Bunting in the winner's enclosure.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't much of a
41.
tournament for Michael, but on the other hand, it wasn't this glaring mistake or horrible angst out of it. I think, you know, okay, it just wasn't my weekend. Is more the take there. I think he's relaxed and happy just to play darts now and maybe have all that spotlight off that's now on Luke Humphries. And Luke's seeing what that's like for himself. It's never easy.
Yeah, you mentioned being relaxed, John. So far, Michael Smith has kind of looked anything but in this contest so far. Not settled down one iota. Could be a real quick 2-zip. The Gerwyn Price. Oh, he loves that. First 2 legs, finishes of 76 pop pop and 80 pop pop.
44.
If you win in this round, you accumulate 2 points. Win a semi-final, we guaranteed 3. Win the final of the evening, guaranteed 5.
Oh, and that's going to make Michael feel a lot better.
Yeah, he was following a 177. Go on then. Well, the crowd boo him because they want to see a 9, don't we all?
Well, what Michael doesn't want to see isn't the 9, but he doesn't want to see another break of throw against him. He down 3-0. That's why the 180 was so important on the back of the 177.
Yeah. Gerwyn Price, of course, has hit the last 2 9 darters in the Premier League. in 2022.
420.
They were just on one night. It was only in space of about an hour or so. If you're going to play well, do that. Oh, I love that.
61.
What a setup. It may mean nothing, but still, what a setup.
Yeah, what an opportunity for Gerwyn Price.
Oh, you heard that.
Wow, I saw a perfect dart, too. It deserved a louder one, even, really. I mean, what a dart.
Look at that. He aimed for there. Exactly there.
Exactly there. What a perfect dart. I mean, he must be feeling really good. I mean, we talk about 9 darters. He's got that kind of vision right now. It looks like where he could do it here.
Yeah, and is it in the top wire of the 60 as well, inside? Oh, that's unlucky.
81.
Well, Michael Smith will know he's in trouble, of course, at 3-0 down, but the way they're both playing as well, it's going to take a bit of a turnaround of
97.
fortune and form to turn this around, you think.
Well, I don't see the Price form evaporating from here, but I can see where Smith is picking it up and competing. And if he could just get some breaks to throw back, he could pull himself back in, but it is very precarious right now for Michael Smith.
Yeah.
99.
Well, that's the worst dart he's thrown in this contest. He didn't like it. It was late. Well, if Michael Smith can get himself back in this
23.
leg and contest, he'll feel a lot better about himself because it wasn't looking good.
Yeah, but that treble one, the last dart, significantly impaired his ability. Now he has to have a perfect outshot ability here.
157.
No leeway, must be trebles. A treble 19. No, so Price now 86.
Well, he's already taken out 76, 80 and 56. Bullseye for another combination.
61.
Well, and that's significant in that this is a shot, 3 darts in hand for tops. And he hit the same hole Gerwyn did. But the big thing there, break a throwback.
100%. Look at that. Look at that.
Well, you know, they're kind of showing in this match why dart players, aside from the math and the numerics of it being the biggest double, but they do love that target.
Yeah. Especially these two.
125.
Now, I know there's a whole school of players that probably prefer 32 or even 36, but the king of the double outer ring is the tops.
It's very difficult to be a world-class player and win without actually hitting double top on a regular basis. Rob Cross tried it in 2019. And he was doing really well. He actually got through to the semi-final of the World Match Play in 2019. We've only going for double top once. Okay, he had to go for it more often as Price smacks in his first.
Yeah, and he's forcing a fish out of Smith.
Yes. Talking of fishes, net it, man, net it! Is that how you turn the game round?
Well, you know, that was one time where what seemed like a timely 180 from Price probably undid him. It just said to Smith, you better hit this, pal, and he did.
And the pace now as well.
Oh, this is some really top-notch tungsten flying around here.
Yeah, loving this. 111 from Price. Smith, after 2 legs, was averaging 76. He's now averaging 99. There we go.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad in a sense that Smith is fighting back into this match from 3-0 down against somebody with 109 average.
Yeah.
Really outstanding.
Yeah.
And look at that max there.
He's making headway as Price is actually getting better.
Yeah. Well, and you know, the questions were asked of him, and he's answering pretty well right now.
Yeah, there's a lot to like about Michael Smith. We know that. The 2023 world champ. The 2018 runner-up in this, of course, to Michael van Gerwen.
Oh, when you're in that sub spot, you're so hopeful of getting that same combination to set up that double 15 he loves.
I was going to say, he does love that. Is he staying? Of course he is. Double 13. That's one of those. It comes out your hand and you know that it's not going
Well,
anywhere.
it was a really big finish, but it kind of a let-off in the end for Smith. To be able to hold his throw now. Needs to get down just a bit and in, and he does. What an adjustment. Really like what I'm seeing out of Smith. And Price, clearly, but he wasn't in the dire situation in this match.
At 3-0, we said it's going to take some turnaround.
Yes.
You offered up, John. You can see it from Smith. It's like you've got a clue what you're on about.
But he wouldn't have liked to start here with the heavy hitting that's been going on. He kind of got away with it, though.
Yeah, you need a bit of luck. Whether that luck is timing or actual luck.
Yeah, and what you do with the luck.
Correct.
Which is hit the maximum back when you don't get punished.
Use it.
One of my favorites, punishing the non-punishment.
Yes. He's in again.
98.
We know every Premier League match we do and cover can be this standard, and we always think it should be. But you know what? This is a fantastic match, and if it goes to the conclusion, it might be the best match of the night.
Yeah.
It just looked like two players who aren't going to let themselves lose.
Yes, Mustardo. That's what it is. For another tops. They really have got the measure of that.
What 4 legs on the trot from 3-0 down against a guy with 105 average.
Yeah.
85.
And he's only had one double in that process, John.
And there must be some amount of frustration in the Price throw right now. He hasn't really cracked it all, but he keeps going.
He just can't keep up with the scoring of Michael Smith, who's now at 5 maximums.
You could see it in his face, the frustration that he's just not getting any more legs out of this.
There's been a lot of maximum visits at the start of a leg already this evening.
Well, Smith is going for his 3rd consecutive break of the Price throw. To have a commanding lead even.
Another fish?
422.
With a fish setup, yes, that would have been great.
Yeah.
But he's probably better off leaving himself in that tops path. That was a good miss.
436.
Well, we'll see if it was a good miss, because this, to win 5 legs on the bounce, it's not in the way.
40.
There we see.
40.
Someone misses tops for a level game. Got it.
And when you've lost the last 4 legs, even if you're throwing well, you still feel under pressure on that dart. What a great dart there under that pressure.
And it's where he hit it, John. It was on the top wire inside. You know yourself, you've let go of a dart, you know that's reached. And you know that it's online, you know it's going in. That would have felt so good when it left his hand. What a game. 105 Price, 103 Smith. 4-4.
Yeah, and Price really now, he's got to think about getting the break of throw to set up holding throw to win.
Oh, of course.
This is where the Price mind, he's kind of salvaged his position, and now he has to go on the attack here, though. Smith still with advantage of throw in the match.
So it's another 60 here. Couldn't. Would have left 170, which he took out in the 4th leg.
42.
Just offering up a few poor scores now. Smith looking the most likely now, John? Hold on.
Well, he's got the position. Listen, Price can't stop him winning the leg here.
Yeah, forget that.
You know, he might want to consider taking the 110 out, though, to be sure.
54. Would
50.
normally have gone for the 60, but the first dart was low.
This is huge. Oh, he can't get the combination started. He will leave that tops, though, and
96.
Smith will pretty much know if he misses 60, Price will break him.
That has to be awkward. No, he's going straight over to the right-hand side, and it wasn't awkward at all from his eye line. It looked like to me he may have had to have moved, but he didn't, and that was very well done.
And the adjustment on the third dart from the second, exactly the same line, and he took off what he needed to take off to get the target. Really well done.
Yeah.
I mean, it all happened in about 2.5 seconds, so you can't. It's hard to appreciate live action.
Yeah. These two are making the game look easy at the moment.
And a pretty good start to the leg. First 6 darts from Price here. Leg he must win to force a decider.
58.
Just gets easier. The winner plays Michael van Gerwen next.
Well, and Smith won't be afraid of a decider in this match. He won deciders the first 2 matches last week.
Yep. The only game that didn't go to it that he won was against Price.
Well, I guess it's worth saying while we can that, you know, Michael Smith hasn't lost a match in Premier League this year.
Fact. Bullseye! Oh, that's another fish.
A fish apiece. The ocean's getting drained.
The net is full. Love it. He enjoyed that.
So we have the fish off here. A deciding
fish off.
A deciding finish to see who takes the match.
Right, okay. Only 60.
Well, I said this could be the match of the night. You know, I know it's only the second one, but, well, it just might be. Let's see how it winds up.
Disappointing for Gerwyn Price.
Oh, he netted a fish, but he's netted 7 180s here.
Running in the 11th leg. The doubling has been brilliant between these two. The scoring just as good.
Yeah, everything the Premier League should be, Wayne.
Yes, over this format, it's exciting. But 2 poor visits, John, from Gerwyn Price. And we've said in this format, against these players, the opposition, you crack in 1 poor score, you're going to get punished, let alone 2. It's all come at the wrong time. What a leg of darts.
Yeah, superb to leave the double 12. And what an ending to this match if he takes it clinically.
98. Idea required 24.
He was 3-0 down. But he has won by 6 legs to 5. And Gerwyn Price offers his...
Which are the boogie numbers? Bogey number is a score that cannot be taken out in the same number of darts that a higher score can be taken out.